Good morning, viewers, and I'm here to explain about methods of solving quadratic equations. The primary purpose of this is to determine the roots or the value of x. So we have three selected methods. Actually, there are lots of methods to be used. The first one is called the factor method. The second one is called the graphical method, and the third one is the quadratic formula. So the difference of these three methods, or if the given is factorable, we can use the first method. If we cannot factor it, we can use the graphical method to determine what specific value of x where the graph intersects. So that's the graphical method. And the most reliable formula or method is using the quadratic formula, because no matter how complex the given is, if there is the value of a, b, and c, quadratic formula is the best method to be used. Let us talk about the factor method. If the quadratic equation ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where a should not be equals to 0, can be written into the form of the product of px plus q and the rx plus s is equal to 0. Then, the value of x is equal to negative q over p or negative s over r. Let's take a look on this example. So let us solve the equation x squared minus 5x minus 24. As we all know that if we try to get the values of x in this kind of problem, we have to use the product or the zero product property. We will write x and x here, and we should find the factors of 24. So the factors of negative 24 should have a sum of 5. We only just choose on these two. So which of these two factors will become a negative 5? So if we are trying to look at this, if we add these two numbers here, it becomes positive 5. And these two numbers here becomes negative 5. So since we require to have negative 5, the factors of this are negative 8 and positive 3. So we should put here negative 8 and positive 3. So that's called the factor method. Separate these two into product property as x minus 8 equals to 0 and x plus 3 is equals to 0. The value of x here, transposition method, the negative 1 becomes positive. This is our first answer. And positive becomes the negative value or negative 3. The value of x in this given x squared minus 5x minus 24 is 8 or negative 3. So how do we connect this answer to this one? So let us take a look on this. So this is our factors, x minus 8, and this one times x plus 3 equals to 0. Then we have px here, px plus q, and we also have rx plus s equals to 0. So this p is referring to 1. This is the variable x, and this q pertaining to 8 or the negative 8. And this is also r as 1, and the value of s is 3. So given in this equation, we are going to substitute the letters into numbers. Since this is negative q, this is our q. So we have a negative on this equation, and the given here is also negative 8 over the value of p here is 1. So if we're going to simplify that, we have positive 8 divided by 1, which is positive 8, and it reflects to the first answer. In the second one, we have the s or negative s over r. S is pertaining to this 3. So we have a negative sign here, and the value of s is positive 3. We have the value of r1. We have 1 here. We divide this, becomes x, becomes negative 3. So this answer is reflecting on that answer. So this is the reason why we should consider this as the equation of this factor method, and also using this factoring method in finding the value of x. So the next video will be the graphical method on how to use the graph